Hi guys, welcome back to Vlog Media. It's me again, Mark. Yep, I realized that I've been making YouTube videos for quite some time, approximately 2 years now. And yeah, I just want to share some of my difficulties when I started a YouTube channel. I know YouTube is a very lucrative industry right now because it really pays a lot when you have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So it's not really bad to start a YouTube channel, right? Especially in 2023 when there's a lot of YouTube automations going on right now. But I just want to share to you some of the struggles that I had during the past 2 years, and even today I still struggle to do these YouTube videos because it's not really that kind of on a daily basis. But since I'm in vacation right now, I will be doing YouTube videos as much as I can, and I'll be sharing to you some of the struggles I've been. Did I say that 3 times? Yeah, I did. So the thing that I struggled most when I started this YouTube channel is actually how to speak in front of the camera. Speaking in front of the camera is really a big problem of mine before because I used to be a photographer. So if you're a photographer, I usually take pictures and the camera is actually in front of me. Not pointing at me, but pointing towards the subject I'm going to shoot, you know. And pointing the camera on the other way around is like putting a gun in front of me, and I usually froze in front of the camera not knowing what to say. But over the years, I tried to overcome that. So how did I overcome that is actually something that I usually think about. So I think that normally speaking in front of the camera is kind of feel weird because you're not talking to a person. So instead you're talking to someone that is quite inanimate. So what I do imagine is that when I speak in front of the camera, it's like I'm talking to myself or I'm talking to the people in the future. So which is typically, when we're doing a YouTube video, we talk to people in the future. I mean, from the date of this recording, most likely when you watch this video in the next few years, then you will realize that I'm talking to a person in the future. So that's what I do. So speaking in front of the camera is really quite a struggle that I had because I usually froze. It takes a lot of time for me to speak to a camera because I have to prepare what I'm gonna say. I don't know what to say because I'm really quite stammered with words. And yeah, that's it. So how do I overcome this? Well, as I mentioned before, try to practice speaking in front of the camera, speak every day, speak as if you're doing some soliloquy, and learn to focus your eyes towards the lens so you won't really get distracted to your surrounding. Like, it's a lot better that if you speak in front of the camera like this rather than looking this way and this way. It looks kind of odd to the viewer. So speaking in front of the camera, it's like you're addressing your viewers. And another thing, when you're speaking in front of the camera, try not to get your shyness in front of you. So try to overcome your shyness by pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Yep. So problem number 2 that I struggled with is actually trying what to say. So speaking in English is not really my first language to begin with, and it's my second language. And every time I speak my first language, I try to get stuttered with English. So yeah, so the one way that I do overcome that is that I try to speak English every day. I try to speak every day. I try to speak alone. I try to speak in front of the camera, and I think practice makes perfect. And over time, you'll get it done. Yeah, speaking to the camera is really a big problem. Sometimes it get boring. Sometimes it's out of the blue. Sometimes it's lifeless. So what I did is when I tried to overcome this kind of problem on what to say, I tried going back to or watching YouTube videos from famous people, well, in YouTube. So one example is ThinkMedia. So ThinkMedia has about over 1 or 2 million subscribers. When you take a look at its first video, it's very, very different when ThinkMedia was about like in its first few videos. So it's very different when you compare it to the present and the past. So yeah. Well, it's not uncommon for YouTube creators to find their niche during their first YouTube channel. So this is also my case. And well, finding your niche is quite difficult during the first because when you think your niche is this kind of thing, when you realize when you do quite like more videos, you realize your niche changes because of the comments. And because of the watch duration, you realize that your niche will change. So in order to find your niche in YouTube video, you need to find a You need to make like 30 videos. So 30 videos. In these 30 videos, try to look how many viewers you had, and how many of those viewers actually want to watch this particular video. And when you had a video that has a lot of views on it, then you might want to focus on that niche. So yeah. So one example of a famous YouTuber is a famous YouTuber that I follow. He is a doctor, a previous doctor. His name is Ali Abdal. So he started this YouTube channel about like less than a decade.
And writer based in London. In a previous life, I studied medicine at Cambridge University, worked as a doctor in the UK's National Health Service for 2 years, but recently quit to do this YouTube thing full time, which was a bit weird.
And he was talking about medical stuff because he's a medical student back then. But when his viewers started to explode, I mean like his viewers comments into millions, so he changed from his ideas from purely medical to something which is more motivational and how to be more productive in your daily life. So he found his niche there. So the niche from a medical student to finding your niche as a YouTube creator, creating productivity and interviewing famous people. So that's one of the niche. Another one is Mo Vlogs.
Oh my god! Welcome to the most expensive suite in Burj Al Arab.
Yeah, Mo Vlogs is another famous YouTuber. He's based on UAE. So initially, during his first video, he's actually this guy. He's a student, and his first video, I remember, he's actually wanted to look for some feeds for his rabbits, and that's his first video. But right now his video is all about lifestyles, cars, and living the dream. So yep. So yeah, so I mean, don't be afraid to find your niche, because your initial YouTube channel may not be your niche. So it will depend on a lot of factors such as comments, people, and the way you do your YouTube videos. It will actually try to pivot its way on its own. So, and here we go with the last thing that I struggle with: consistency. Yep, consistency is a problem, because I do have a 9-to-5 job, and sometimes when you get tired, you don't have enough energy to do your content, so you only have your weekends to do that. But it's no excuse, because you have your weekends, and usually it's 3 days for me, so I can do YouTube videos with that. So the thing with this problem, consistency, is actually discipline. So I need to discipline myself in, well, creating YouTube videos every week, and try to come up with a new idea, and try to keep on speaking in front of the camera, whatever it takes. And one day I'll get there, and it won't be an issue. So that's it, folks. So those are the things that I struggled with when I first started to create a channel, and I continue to struggle with. But hopefully I can get over them soon as much as possible. And of course, if you like this video and you find them useful, please click that like button, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for the next video comes. So see you guys on the next video, and bye bye for now. Bye.